Lesson 364. This holy instant would I give to you. Be you in charge, for I would follow you, certain that your direction brings me peace. And if I need a word to help me, he will give it to me. If I need a thought, that he will also give. And if I need but stillness and a tranquil, open mind, these are the gifts I will receive of him. He is in charge by my request, and he will hear and answer me because he speaks for God, my Father, and his Holy Son. Okay, so I am Justine free for tonight. It's probably very sad for many of you. Okay. So I'll just go ahead and start. I had this really great opportunity to practice today. And overall, really, today was such a great day. It was like my mindset has been like really focused on joy, and it's so interesting just to see the way that, I can just share that I really would like my family to feel so joyful. I've been talking about this, and it's yes, I want it for Justine. I'd like her to grow up in an environment and in a just kind of a tone of love and respect and appreciation and gratitude and non-judgment, really. And not at all perfect at that, but it's the goal. And there's a lot I could say about all the thoughts I have throughout the day about like, okay, why does today feel so much easier? Is it the moon cycles I'm in? And I think I have 11 moon cycles, and then I've got hormones, and then we've got planets, and then we've got, food that I eat or whatever. But it just seems like today felt so rockin', and then it got to this moment where like I noticed the more time I spend with my husband and my family, like it starts to be like slowly we feel like so much closer as a unit, like after the fourth day, and we've had more time together with the holiday. And then my husband tomorrow will go back to work, and he works really like intensively Tuesday to Friday. Like he works a lot, and then he's off on the weekend. And so it can start to feel like we feel separate in this way. And this is like, this is my mind and my false sense that there's any separation at all. But so it started to feel like, oh, this unit feeling, and it felt so great. And I'm like, it's happening. And then and so things that sometimes would bother me before, they just don't bother me once I feel like, oh no, it feels for sure like we're a unit, and we're one, we're working together. And then my husband went out, he came back, and Justine was sleeping. And so he said, I'm gonna go work out in the basement. And then sometime soon after, she woke up and she went down. She heard him. She always wants to see him if she knows he's home. She wants to first thing go see him. So he's in the middle of his workout, and the thing is, when she goes down there, she tells him what to do, and sometimes he'll just like appease her and do what she wants and make it fun for her, where she goes like, now lift this weight, now punch the punching bag, now do this thing, and he'll listen. But today I think he was like, he wanted to do his workout. And so when she came down, she was so excited to see him, and he was like, no, I can't work out with her down here. And I was just like feeling it out. I didn't have any agenda like, oh, I'm gonna drop her off and leave. But I have to say, this, truthfully, this was such an interesting, obvious opportunity to revisit this thought that can come to me, that I can believe, which is like, that there's a double standard. So I bring her down there. She wants to see him, and he's kind of saying, like, please, just let me finish my workout. Please take her upstairs. And the thing is, she went down so excited, and maybe she represents me a little bit. I don't know. And then he said, like, go upstairs, and she turned and faced me, and then her face just went into this, into crying. She went like, and then I took her upstairs, and it was like, on one hand, I totally get that he just wants to work out. And on one hand, like, I really want to be the teammate who says, like, I want that for you too. I really want that for you. And what also came up was like how I'll be working and I will wish for him to like do something with her. It's just to do his best. But the thing is, she's so used to being with me that she'll often just like ask for me. And since I'm still in the house, he'll bring her to me. And so sometimes it just feels like I don't really get to say no, and I said that to him tonight. I'm like, I don't get to say no. But the thing is, he said, yeah, I know. And so it's interesting because in the moment, if I had lived the Course in Miracles, what I understand, it's like in each moment, there's no past and no future. There's just an opportunity to choose love. And the loving thing, that I can see that I really want to focus on and what I really wish to want is to honor what his request is and not make it about me. And I have this knowing that since I'm one with him, if I honor his request, he's so more likely to honor mine. And that I will get what I want by offering it to him. And I know that. And it was interesting because all this stuff came up. And yet I watched it come up and I was like, it's pretty believable that I'm upset because it's a double standard, and this double standard exists in history and many women experience it, and this is crap, and I'm not gonna live in the archaic barbarian times like the drama of this thing. And I wanted to also see, is there anything I can learn from this that I can release? So not just to push it away or say, okay, no, let me not feel that or think that. Let me just extend love. I was like, hold on, what is this story? Let me hear it all. Let me feel it. Bring it on. And I tried my best, and I was like, okay. And then, in the end, he came up, he took a shower. And then she wanted to still be with him, and that was the other beautiful thing. She turned away from him down in the basement and was so sad. 2 minutes later, she's like, should we go check on Daddy? I'm like, wow, you're not at all like a hurt. He just rejected you. She didn't feel that way. Like she literally didn't hold it. And I was like, you are my hero. It is like, it's like the dog who just, and not to compare her to like a dog, and not that a dog's inferior, just to say a being that lives in the moment and doesn't carry anything and just wants to love, wants to love, wants to love, wants to extend love, is like, I still love you. And I'm like, oh my God, that's what I need to do. Just have my expression and be like, I love you anyway. So that was amazing. And then he came up, he took a shower, and then she's like, I want to go see him. I'm like, no. I was like working out this victim story. I'm like, just let me finish this victim drama and let me just be done with it. And he came downstairs. She wanted to go out. I don't know. They went outside. They left me inside. I got to take care of myself and do a couple things for myself that I wanted to do. And then when I came downstairs, I felt Spirit guide me to just like sit on his lap and give him a hug. And then Justine came over and hugged me. And then we all just hugged. And it was no words. And I don't know if I'll have any words about it, but it was just like the whole time, again, the lesson today, as I was like in the fury of this story for a moment, I'm washing dishes, which is my coping mechanism. I'm like, am I supposed to just give you this whole drama? Like this whole story? Is there nothing for me to work out? Is there nothing? Are there no wrongs for me to right here? And it was like, really? I just give you this whole thing? Like, I just be like Justine, you know? And I'm like, wow. Because it was so clear that the underlying message was to really extend what I would like to receive. So I was like, wow. So I don't tell him what the score is, that like I am 1,000 points and he's -4. I don't tell him the score. I give you the score. And it was like, and I was pretty sure, I'm like, that's it. It's true in this moment, this intent, give this thing away. And I was willing, and it felt very powerful today. And I just want to share that. And I kind of pray that, not that my husband doesn't watch this, but I really do respect his privacy. But without sharing it, how am I going to share it? You know, it was powerful for me. So, yeah, thank you for listening. And I just want to thank everyone for their support. And we have 2 days left. And yeah, and I'm grateful. We have 2 more days of this lesson, but really, it says below, I'm this upstairs in my house, I have the purple book. Downstairs, I have the blue book. It says, these are the ways in which the Holy Spirit may step in and guide our practice period. He may give us a word to repeat. We may not be ready for a complete absence of words. He may give us a thought to dwell on. He may just give us a still, tranquil, open mind. Thus, even though Jesus has talked as if the bulk of our practice period will be free of words, we need to be open to our individual need as understood by the Holy Spirit. So that was the note that came. Where's that note? Oh, these are the gifts I will receive of him. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's so much to share, but thank you for listening. Long one. No Justine, no foot in my face, no competing song, which is sad. But anyway, bless your day of practice. Thank you for listening.